Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am making on the topic the insecure boyfriend. Actually, for a change, this email which I got is from a girl, so we'll see things now from a woman's perspective. Without wasting much time, let's dive into the email. Hi Jaskaran, I've been following your Instagram and your YouTube for quite some time now. Your observations are good, but there is a problem which I felt. Please don't mind. Your observation is mostly men centric. You say very less from a girl's perspective and tell us girls what men are like. So we find a little difficult to relate to it. Yeah, after my last video, I have noticed that at least 5 to 6 girls would have reached out to me and told that you kind of write your material on Instagram all from the past 1 to 2 years from a guy's perspective only. I think because when I started these things, I started in that way only, that I wanted to teach men how women are. My name is, so as a rule in our videos, the girl's name is Jessica, so we'll keep her name Jessica. My name is Jessica. I am 26 years old, working in a company in Delhi for the past 3 years. I met a guy working in the same company. We immediately hit it off. He asked me out on a date. One thing led to another. We had an amazing energy and connection. We came into a relationship within 5-6 months. When I met him, he actually recently broke up with his ex-girlfriend. I want to share with you a few incidents that happened which actually confused me, and it really hurt me and I don't know what to do. See, before moving on to the incident, she has mentioned a few incidents which happened which confused her. That guy which she started dating, he met her at the time when they recently broke up. See, what happens is, you have to understand, when you are connected with someone, you see the future with them. You connect every milestone of your life with that person. Now, when that person is not in your life, that does not necessarily mean that you forgot about them, or you don't have any feelings for them, or you're not attached to them still. So it is very important for you to first go through that grieving process. You have to grieve, you have to cry, you have to let your emotions out. You have to go into a self introspection. Where did you go wrong? Where did your relationship go wrong? First, try to be single and comfortable being single. And then after a few months, you should be ready to go on a date. In this kind of, you were a rebound for him. I know it's harsh to hear, but this is the truth. So let's dive into the first incident. After 4 months of dating, he along with his friends were making a plan to go on a trip to Goa. He asked me to join, but I wasn't available at that time. There were 5 guys including him and 3 girls. Cut through the chase, later I found that out of 3, one of the girls was his ex-girlfriend. I was pissed but confused how to react, because we were technically not in a relationship. We were just dating at that time. It really hurt me and I felt cheated. It is not technically cheating, it depends on your connection with that guy. If you have already made him clear that I am not a type of girl whom you would double date, or I will never be a second option for you, or something like that, then if he's doing things which he knows eventually would hurt you, that can be a cheating mentality. Although he already told me he really liked me many times and said he was serious about me, it led to a huge fight, but eventually he convinced me that he won't meet her again. I got emotional. Yeah, it's natural, because it has just been a few months and he did not really take time to grieve about her. He did not take time to actually forget her and move on. He just was using you as a rebound. It is an indication of a typical insecure guy who just cannot be alone in himself. He wants a constant validation from the people around him. He liked you enough to date you, to go out with you, but he didn't like you enough that he forgets about his ex-girlfriend. What you should have really done at this point is, should have just calmly told him, see, I am not this type of girl. I don't want to be your rebound. I don't want to be your second option. I really like you. I appreciate you. And I would love to take things further. But if this is the thing bothering you, her memories, you're not able to get her out of your mind, it's okay, I understand, because you had a long relationship with her and you cannot just forget her instantly. So you first take your time, you first make up your mind whether you want to work on your relationship with your ex-girlfriend. If things really don't work out and if you are ready to move on and stop thinking about her, only then call me and contact me. Otherwise, please don't call me. I don't want to go out on a date with you like that. When you are double-minded and you're just back and forth playing in your mind, choosing whether it's going to be me or her. It is like two birds at one shot. First, you are kind of setting up your standard that you're not a type of girl whom any guy could play with. Second, you are allowing him, you are showing him the right path of grieving. First, he has to grieve and then only he has to get ready. So, he is going to respect you for this. The purpose of my videos is only this. It is not really the person who is emailing me to consult him also. When I make a video, I make for the larger audience, and if some girl, some woman is in this stage, then she can take the right decision because she knows where it's going to lead. Incident 2. This happened after 1 year of relationship. I actually got recognized at my job and got a raise. My salary got more than his pay. He did not like his job, but I kind of liked working there. Okay, so she actually found him at his job place only. But something unexpected happened. I was very happy, but he seemed to be pissed off because he did not get the raise. He started fighting with me, demeaning my work, and used to say you got promoted because of your looks and not due to your work. I felt really bad because I only knew how much effort I put in that project day and night. He did not like the fact that I earned more than he does. A typical egoistic male. This is a typical behavior of a needy, arrogant, egoistic person who just wants to feel good about himself all the time, and he likes you, he loves you, he would care about you, he wants your success, but not more than him. He wants you to be happy, but not more than him, because it makes him feel left out and lonely. In this scenario, it's like, okay, this is the promotion. Now later on you're going to cross another milestone in your life and you are going to get successful in other areas of your life. You will be kind of scared to bruise his ego. Women need to feel like a free bird and not really captured in a cage, and a relationship should not be a cage for anyone, men or women. So if you cannot fly like a free bird, you cannot do things which you really want to do, if your partner is getting jealous of your success only, what good he is to you. Incident number 3. One day we had to go to a friend's party. She was my best friend. It was her birthday. I bought an amazing new dress and wore it. We were supposed to meet at the party directly, and as and when he saw me, instead of complimenting, he got pissed because it was a short dress. I am a very confident girl and I have always been that way. But he did not like me wearing such clothes. Whole night there was just negativity between us and I couldn't even enjoy my best friend's party. On my way back in the car, it was just more fighting and fighting. He dropped me off at my place and pushed me out of the car. I cried all night. See, the problem in these red flags, someone cheating on you, someone hitting you, it is not the event itself, it's the mentality. You have to really see the mentality of that person. You have to see the direction of that person. For example, someone can say that you are in a relationship, you go out with some other girl, that is cheating. But I say that is just an event. He is already talking to her and that is cheating. Someone can even go before that. Talking is also an event. He thinking about talking to some other girl more than just friends is cheating. You have installed Tinder while in a relationship, although you haven't talked to anyone or dated anyone. Why the hell have you installed it? Because on Tinder you don't find friends. So that is a cheating mentality. Even if he did not do anything, he is a cheater. And he did that while dating you. I cried all night. He has made you too vulnerable towards himself. Every time he makes a mistake, you do stand up for yourself, but not strongly enough that he kind of gets your emotions out and then gets back in your life again and everything is normal in your head. But more and more you're allowing him to mess up with your head, more and more you're allowing him to just play with your life. Lesser and lesser he respects you. If I make a mistake and you're just pinpointing but you don't take any action on the basis of it, you're just letting me go, am I going to respect you? I'll lose respect for you because I can do anything to you, I can do anything with you, and it will never bother you because I know I am your weakness. This is what he thinks about you. He is your weakness. At this point at least you should have realized that he is not really the guy any woman dreams of, or not really the guy you should be with. These are just a few incidents, but there may have been a lot of incidents in your relationship which would have told you this thing. Stop finding people when you need them. You have to find your partner when you want a partner to share your life with, not when you are empty inside and you want someone to fill your heart. You are full already. I am happy. I just want to share my happiness with someone. That is when you have to come into a relationship, and not out of loneliness and insecurity about yourself. I really love him. Do you? But at these moments he hurt me a lot. He has a bad temper and nowadays he gets angry at every little thing. You're realizing that now. Later I met a guy in my gym. We became really good friends. I really liked talking to him, but I never told my boyfriend about him, or neither told him that I was in a relationship. Even after the gym, we started hanging out, but just in groups, never alone. See, now you're drilling down things further, you're messing things further, you're already stuck in a quicksand, and rather than trying to come out, you're digging deep inside it. Now you're inviting a label of cheater on your shoulders. The purpose of my advice and this videos are not really to give a pill of happiness or some sugar coated pill that would make you instantly feel good while watching my video. I'm all about what I feel is the truth, and the truth is, now you are kind of moving into the cheating mentality now, and trust me, you will feel very guilty later on. What you should have done is just broken up with him and then move on and find someone else. If you really want to move on, stop trying to find someone else while you are in a relationship. And this happens with many people. You just carry forward your relationship so that you don't want to feel lonely, you don't want to make the other person feel bad, you care about them but you don't love them. From one of the mutual friends, my boyfriend came to know about that guy and asked me to stop talking to him. I did not listen to him, saying that he is just a friend. After 2 weeks, that another guy posted a picture in a group where I was also there hanging around, and my boyfriend saw it on Instagram. He got really angry that he broke up with me. Good for you, he broke up with you. It's a blessing in disguise. I feel like shit right now. I cheated on him. I just fucked things up and don't know what to do. He doesn't even want to talk to me and blocked me from everywhere. I love him so much and don't know what to do. Please help me. See, it is a blessing in disguise. You have to think it that way, that he broke up with you, and because you were nowhere near that position. See, dumpy always feels like shit. Yes, if you would have fallen out of love in 1 or 2 months and you would have broken, you wouldn't be feeling the way you are right now, because he rejected you. Kind of rejection breeds obsession. It makes us attracted to that person more because it's an unavailable resource. So even if you get him back, things are going to persist. Things are not going to get solved automatically. The problems are problems. It's just that that person is not in your life and you feel dumped, you feel rejected. That's why you feel like you love him more and more now. You're kind of developing an obsession about that person, but that is not real love. It's very simple to analyze a relationship. Stop thinking about the time period you spent with that person. Stop thinking about what were the good times you have spent in your past. If you really want to understand how your relationship is going, just ask one question to yourself. Is this a good relationship which is helping me grow in my life? Or is this a toxic relationship which is holding me back from the things I really want to do? Only you are aware of your answer. This is a perfect opportunity for you to learn from your mistakes of choosing a wrong guy, and be clear in your mind that these are not the things I want in a guy, so that whenever you meet someone else, you can test him. You can filter people out of your life like that. You took 2-3 years to figure that out. Now you can apply and take just 1 or 2 months or even weeks to filter out bad people. I think people come in your life for a reason, for a specific time period. There are very few people out of lakhs of people, only 10-15 people who are going to stay with you for the rest of your life, and everyone else, they are just for that particular time to teach you something or make you feel something. So please don't regret your decision of choosing a wrong guy, because if you hadn't done this, you wouldn't have been the mature person the way you are right now. Grow up, learn from these mistakes, learn from this whole experience. Experience always teaches you something. Learn from it. Don't try to get him back and create more problems in your life. Ask yourself only one question: is it a good relationship or a bad one? Only you know the answer to it. Alright? I hope you take the right decision. And if all of you, anyone you have any comment, please comment down below. And if you want to contact me or write an email to me or DM me on Instagram, the links are in the description box. And do subscribe if you did not till now. Thank you. See you soon.